Welcome, 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 guys, welcome, girls, and every human in between. It's your girl with the locks, and welcome to another installation of Bear With Me podcast. Before we get into it, like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. We're here, baby. Also, leave a review. So, before I start recording, lately I've been checking my analytics. And I'm seeing 42% of my listeners listen on Apple Podcasts. So, to my Apple Podcast viewers, listeners, can y'all leave the review? I only got 3. Come on, let's do this. Collaborative effort. Please, please, please. All of your feedback is appreciated, valued, taken into consideration, just all the things. So, come on, let's do this. Also, I don't know if y'all could hear from that intro. That voice kind of cracked a little bit. Voice went out last week and she just really been trying. It's been a bit of an uphill battle. Shut up is what I need to do. I probably could have skipped this episode, but nah, I wanna y'all deserve I want to and y'all deserve. So come on, let's do it. So bear with me. Shameless plug, shameless plug. You know, my voice is a little raspy. I need to go into my lower register and channel my Tony or a little bit of Barry. That was not even super deep. That sounded terrible. Anywho, yeah. So bear with my voice. Hopefully we back in action. I need to just stop playing and make time to just drink tea. Like Shorty has a whole bunch of teas or types of teas and ain't made a glass. Currently sipping a cider because that's my business. But you could have been drinking some tea while I record. Dang, that would have been a vibe too. A little bit of tea while I spill the tea. um, yeah. Oh well, I wanted the cider. So one thing that has not truly happened, and I don't even know how many of you guys care, but I feel the need to share this. I I think I shared it before, but my locks turned 2 at the end of July. So the hang time is hanging, right? But I really am giving a lock update because I got my hair done over the weekend and y'all, ooh, my loctician don't miss. Shorty is cold. I love her. I love her. Talented. Like, I got up out that chair and I was like, "Ooh, girl, you did it. You did your big one on this whole time. This is a hairstyle I got just a couple months ago, but we ran it back, and I'm just here for my locks. Like the hang time is hanging, the length is lengthening, the locks are locking. She's just really in her bag, myself and my loctician. So that was just a little hair appreciation, but I'm just here for my hair. I really am. Um, let's get into it. So last week we talked about leadership, and I talked about how baby girl had me doing her work, and how just people love to delegate, aka pass the buck, because they don't want to or they don't know how to, and they looking to get somebody else to do it. Okay. So I was like, well, let's keep going in that same token because that's where we at with it. So one of the things I was thinking about was like, what is my leadership style? And one thing I kept going back to was getting people bought into the vision that you see and autonomy. Um, I don't want anybody to do something that they're not invested in. And that could be detrimental to the 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 organization that I work for because not everybody is going to be invested in something that you want to have happen or your vision. But if I can get you to understand where I'm coming from and you find value in what I'm coming from, that's enough for me. Do I need you sipping the Kool-Aid? Nah. Do I need you rocking with it? Yeah. I mean, maybe you can stir it if you don't want to sip it, but I need you to get involved a little bit, just a little bit, because I promise I'm not going to require something of you that I'm not willing to do myself. And so just come on, like get involved. So buy-in is something that I value. Also, I value autonomy. Before getting into this role, let me know what you want me to do. Let me ponder on that, and then I'm going to execute, because I'm internalizing what you're saying, and I need to internalize it and see it for what I need to see it as, not for what you think you want to see it as. Because if that's the case, you could just do it. You feel me? So, autonomy and buy-in is something that I'm really big on as a leader. And I also value, um how would you say, like, if I'm working on a team, I value voice. I don't never want nobody to feel like they can't share, don't want to share, or their thoughts aren't valued, because no, you could provide something that I might not, and I want that because we all working together for the greater good type. So those are my values as a leader. And in thinking about my values, I started thinking about my organization and just like how we all getting down or not getting down. And something that I've noticed in my organization and in other areas or other professions, or just like generally across the board in some situations, a lot of companies micromanage. My voice went out, my bad. A lot of companies micromanage. Ooh, I can't stand to be micromanaged. Don't ask me to do something and then hit me up a day later like, did you do it? If you gave me the deadline to be Friday, don't ask me on Tuesday and you assigned it on Monday. When did you want it by? You're going to get it by. Don't do that. Don't do that. If the deadline is supposed to be Tuesday, make it Tuesday, but you're not going to micromanage. Well, what have you done? So, well, what? Don't do that, because now I'm no longer feeling like you trust in me to either complete this task, or you feel like I ain't doing nothing with the task just because you don't see me working. I'm very much up here, and up here is my brain, is what I'm tapping to, because it take me a minute to like really think about what I'm gonna do and how I'm gonna do it. Like my episodes, somebody asked me like, where do you get your ideas from, or where do you get your topics? And I just be like, it literally just live in my head. Like after I upload, I'll play it and I'll think about it and then be like, what could we have done better? What else we want to talk about? Do we want to extend on that? Which is what we ended up doing with leadership. Just like what we at with it, you know? So I very much take things as they come, and I think it over and think through it before I really start acting on it. And so as a leader, I need autonomy. I need trust. Oh my God, trust. I need you to trust me and I want to trust you. Because if we ain't got no trust, then yeah, somebody gonna get micromanaged along the way. I'm finna belch, hold on. And I feel like when people micromanage, they overcompensate in some department. Like I know we've all seen different reels or just like little comments made like, we just got this meeting called and this could have been an email. Yeah. I feel that way sometimes, but then sometimes it's nice to connect and collab. Excuse me. Sometimes it's good to connect and collab, even if like the meeting could have been an email. But you know what I find in leadership, like the stuff that I disliked when I before I got into this role, I now understand kind of the mindset of it before. So, because people don't read. Oh my gosh, people do not read. They say this could have been an email. All right, cool. You send out the email. Whatever little expectation, you say, all right, everybody need to read it by this day EOD. And then like that day come up or the next day after where it was some sort of potential action item attached to it or it's a follow-up that need to be had, mugs be like, wait, what? It was an email. Oh, what now, what are we doing? What are we doing? Don't have me meet you where you at and you not there no more. You done regressed. Don't do that. Cause now you're just making all our lives hard. And I don't nobody deserves a hard life. Nobody. So like that's I if I can trust you and you can trust me, we gonna rock. Another thing that I think I might have talked about it in the last episode, but maybe not. I noticed well, when I first got into this position, I thought or I was nervous to have difficult conversations. Like trying to hold another person because in my role, the age ranges people could be older than you, people could be younger than you, people could be having more experience, less experience. Like it's nothing like oh no oh no seniority over like seniority shows up differently in my workspace and that's cool. So I was nervous to have difficult conversations with people because it's like if somebody kind of push back what I'm gonna say, what like what's gonna happen. And y'all, the way in which I have remained calm on somebody just really being rude and just like, okay, okay. It is crazy. I didn't know I had it in me. Didn't know it. But yeah, when I be reflecting on some conversations, I'll be like, Shorty said what? And wit, you said what? Ain't no way. Okay? But it was a way. Yep, it sure was. And all was well. But just like the level of negative dispositions that people could have with the work that I do be mind blowing sometimes. Like y'all do y'all wake up mad? It took one of my friends, I hope she's listening. One of my friends showed me that um we worked together and the first year we was working together, she didn't really hang out with us because she felt like we was real negative. And she shared that with me some months later and I was like, "Damn, okay." And it made me really think about my approach to what I do and just like my disposition at work. Like, I don't want to be a negative Nancy. And so it made me think about how much negative language or just a negative mindset that I could have. And so I appreciate her for like stating that like that. Cause now I'm not as negative. Like, it was said that I have such a positive mindset as a leader. And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, great. I love it. Thank y'all so much." So, because people should feel joy. Like, ultimately, I'm a joyous person. When stuff is raggedy, I can be negative. I can be like, this ain't gonna work. This ain't that. That's why would we do this? Like, I can go there. But on a day to day, I want to feel good. I want to feel joy. We all deserve to feel joy. So, yeah, the way people have spoken to me and my response remain calm. Thank me. You're welcome. So nice. So I'm gonna just keep it up, keep it a buck with y'all. I am getting quite tired recording this. So we gonna end it. We should have I can't even I think I'm only doing Game of Thrones reviews on Storytime Tuesdays, I think. And so because it's a full episode, ain't no Game of Thrones. Also, the last time I watched it, I fell asleep, so I need to rewatch that episode. Hopefully, I get till season 4 soon because I'm ready to watch The Incredibles. I had left the TV on for Bubba, and The Incredibles was on when I came in the house. You talk about being locked in, man. I watched the rest of that movie, and it was a good 30, 45 left. Like, Pixar, they have a I really enjoy Pixar because the things that they write about in comparison to Disney, it's unmatched. They legit talk about like the intangibles. Inside Out being about your emotions. The Incredibles 2, so if you have not seen Incredibles 2, the villain was this thing called the Screen Slayer. And one of the things he had like he would the villain was some sister of this brother sister duo. And the brother was super down for superheroes, whereas the sister, she felt like her brother was living in the clouds. And so her brother was on this campaign trying to protect superheroes, all that type. His sister was low key setting up the superheroes. So she was this villain called the Screen Slayer, and she would put this hypnotizing device on the people's eyes, and then they would do whatever they're commanded to do through the little mask, the eyewear, whatever. And so one of the lines she said was like, "You don't play games. You watch game shows. You don't do this. You do that." But very much like things being in a digital state and how we just like are slaves to our screens. And it was so powerful. I was like, your average 8-year old watching Incredibles is not getting this message right now. But it's a word. Pass the plate. So Pixar really be doing a thing when it comes to their message, like Cars. It was on some slow and steady and just like really being a collective team versus just trying to be the showstopper. Inside Out, that's about your emotions. Forever Great. Um, Meet the Robinsons. Just keep moving forward. Don't give up. Keep trying. Keep trying. Um, what else? Toy Story. I like. I feel like the message of Toy Story evolved every um sequel. And what's crazy, I don't really like past number 2. When you get to 3 and 4, what we doing? And y'all, they supposed to be coming out with a 5. My goodness. I'm going to go see it. I'm definitely going to go see it. Let me just back up a little bit and cuz we done went from leadership to Disney. But that's just the way my brain moving tonight. So let's here we go. Um Dang, I forgot where I was going with that. Why did I say that? Oh, Toy Story 4. Do y'all think Baby Girl should have gave them no, that was 3, I think. Yeah, number 3 was Andy. Andy was getting ready to go to college and he gave his teddy bears or all his toys to Baby Girl at that daycare. Nope. I'm nope, as grown as I am. Nope, shouldn't have gave it up. It took me a while to give away my little stuffed animals here and there, like different toys and stuff that I had. But you can't be acting like you can't have not had the life you done had, Andy, and not keep Woody and Buzz. If you want to give everybody else away, fine, cool. Because what you doing with a piggy bank anyway? But nah, man, go ahead, keep Woody, keep Buzz. Come on now, stop playing with it. All right, we gonna bring it to a close because we said we was bringing it to a close, and then we started talking about Disney. But y'all let me know in the comments about the type of leader you are and the type of leadership you like to function under. As always, it has been a grand time. Thank you for tuning in. Wishing you love, light, laughter, and happiness. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, tell a friend. Thank y'all. Until next time.